Hey, Jewell, I'm just wondering, in those high leverage moments like that, just what goes through your head? I mean, and particularly the shot that put you guys ahead, and then that last basket as well.
Honestly, nothing. I'm better when I'm not thinking. I'm just trying to get to my spot and rise up. That's kind of just where my mind is at those, the situations. I know that I've repped those situations a lot, and I feel good when I get to my spot and rise up, and I can live with that result.
And then it really wasn't only your offense, but your defense against Chelsea. What things were you trying to do, and what things were you able to do?
I was just trying to stay in front as much as I can, high hands, and just stay down as much as I can. I mean, it wasn't just me. It was a team effort for sure, communicating from our post players, what we were doing on schemes, things like that, but just trying to stay down and just be as active as I could.
Jewell, Willie Ramirez with the Associated Press. I had asked Noelle about the competition in terms of the first round, and you ladies playing against Washington, they played against Phoenix. She happened to mention that she felt you sort of grew up in that series. You sort of just came about in that series. What did that series mean to you? How did that sort of get you the calluses that you needed for this series against the #1 seed?
Every series is definitely different. I think in general, I've grown up this year. I mean, this is my 8th season. I should be, growing as a player, as a person. I feel like I've been doing that this year, and it helps when you have really good teammates. It helps because they give you confidence, and you believe in them, they believe in you. But, I think that's the biggest thing for us. I think we talked about it before, is that each of us have to stay confident in what we do and what we could bring to the team, and that's been the key for us.
Yeah, Tina, did you feel like this was a game where especially, you three and Sue all did what you do really well? I mean, you had 18 rebounds, which I think is a franchise playoff record. Sue had the 12 assists and no turnovers. Stewie and Jewell with combined 50 points. It just seemed like you all played really well to your strengths.
For me personally, when I made the decision to come here, I was just here just trying to fill in the holes, and I knew that was rebounding, being the third, fourth option scoring and just taking my shots when they come to me. So for me, coming into this game, the thing I knew I could control was just being on the boards and watching their tendencies, when they box out, and me just watching clips. So for me, I definitely took it personal coming into this game, just to try to be on the board, start early outlets, get second chance opportunities. I know those are always key come playoff time.
Chris Wynn, KDW on Radio Las Vegas. Tina, obviously you've been known as an offensive player throughout your career. That's a tremendous part of your game. But talk about defensively what you and your front court mates were able to do against, obviously, an MVP caliber player down low for Vegas tonight.
Yeah, you just want to, those type of players, great players, you just want to try to make it as hard as you can for them. That's all you want to do, just try to make it as hard as you can, just try to throw different things at them. Stewie had Asia, I had Asia at times. Whoever came in, Rupert, you got to respect her at the 3 line. When it comes to Chelsea Gray, she's great. Once she gets that shot up, fading away, and just trying to make it as tough as you can. So again, like you're saying, it wasn't just an individual effort. It was all of us sitting here and our mates that are back in the locker room. So it was definitely collective.
Let's take some questions from Zoom. Jeff Brown, kick us off. Jeff?
Yeah, first question for Stewie. Just in the first series, Washington in game 1 kind of controlled most of that game, but they weren't able to get the job done. They weren't able to steal that game. You guys were. And just talk about being able to steal game 1 on the road and what you can still do to improve in game 2.
First off, I don't think we're even thinking about the last series, so whatever happened in those games are done and over with. But we knew that this was going to be tough. These games against Vegas have been tough all regular season and previous seasons, and we have a lot of respect for their players and what they do. And we knew that, coming in here to their home court, we wanted to obviously try and steal one. We wanted to get one and get our momentum going in the right direction. And, we did that, and now we focus on game 2.
And for Jewell, defensively, you guys were able to hold Asia to 8 and Jackie to 11, so they combined for under 20 points. Just talk about the importance of, no matter which player it is, limiting 1 or 2 of their key players.
I mean, it's tough. Obviously, I mean, when you have two great players like that, scores that get their spots, that could score in different ways, the biggest thing, you just want to make it difficult for them. And I think our activity on defense was huge. We were able to communicate, and that's, I mean, it was loud in there. And yeah, we were able to hear everything from defensively, our schemes, and we could talk, and that makes up for a lot of stuff that either we do wrong or right, just communicating. So, yeah, I mean, we're just trying to be as active as possible on the defensive end.
Thank you.
Mazvita, go ahead, Maz.
Yeah. Hey, Breanna, how important was the way you all started to set the tone? Because you jumped on him, and I'm paraphrasing the latest coach, that you jumped on him early that set the tone for the game.
I mean, as a team, we were ready. And we knew that, we came to Vegas. We were locked in on the schemes. We knew it was going to be tough. We embraced the atmosphere and environment, even though they weren't cheering for us. We did have some Seattle fans here, though, which was nice. But it's the semis. If you're not ready, then I don't even know what to tell you. This is the semifinals to, work our way towards winning a championship. So we were locked in and we're ready.
I'm sure there'll be adjustments by both teams, but today, how important was it you all were able to keep them from penetrating inside the paint and then kicking back out into winning today's game on defense?
I think, is that for me? Okay. I think our defense today obviously was really good. Obviously started really well, especially in the first quarter. And just the way that we never stopped. We were in mismatches. We were running all over the place. We were trying to contest every shot because those are the hardest shots to take, is when you have a hand in your face. And if they're going to make those shots, then we respect it and we go down and play offense. But we wanted to just really be in their space. And, between Jewell, Tina, Steph, Sue, Bree, Ezzy, I can keep going, Piff, everybody was locked in on the schemes.
M. Adler, go ahead, M.
Yeah, I just want to follow up on Jeff's last question to Jewell. Just in terms of having Gabby out, having Steph in, just how does that change how you approach defending a point of attack with just different open, different height behind you?
I mean, honestly, Steph has played with us. She's been here, from last year, and she's played good minutes. So I think, like we said before, we have confidence in everyone on this team and their abilities. And she does bring a different look. We know that her abilities to shoot the three, get to the paint a little bit. But, I mean, our activity as a whole was huge. And I don't think it felt like she had to do what Gabby did. She just had to be Steph. And that's something that I told her before the game, too. Like, just be yourself. That's it. We have a team that believes in you, and that was the biggest thing. And we saw her, she shot a quick three early on. It got her going. She made some big plays on the stretch, too. So, it's just everyone has to have faith and confidence in themselves, and we believe in each person on this team.
Thank you.
And we'll wrap up with Christos. Christos, go ahead.
Hello, ladies. Congratulations, first of all. Jewell, question for you. 9 points in fourth quarter, some big-time shots at crunch time. How enjoy to have the ball in your hands at crunch time?
Yeah, I've worked a lot in the off season for these moments. We've been in these situations a lot, and in different schemes. But pick and roll is something that I like to be in. Being able to create for myself, being able to create for others. That's kind of just takes me back to playing at the park. Being able to create your shots and just have fun. But I know in these situations, it's just getting to your spots. That's the biggest thing for us in general. I feel good when everyone gets to their spots and they rise up. That's kind of just what we do. I don't know. I feel good in those situations.
Thank you very much. And for you, Stewie, having a player like Tina next to you in front court, how much pressure take off of you on the floor?
Having Tina be on our team, and especially for me as opposed to in general, is huge because every team has to guard her. She's a three-level threat. She's able to score all over the court. So when she's also getting those double teams, there's so much opening up for the rest of our team. And then you guys see the way that she crashed the boards tonight, franchise playoff record. It just goes to show that she never stops. She's always working, whether she's shooting it, rebounding it, whatever the case is. She's going to try and get the ball and help us in any way possible.
right, thank you very much, everybody. We appreciate it.
That was a good answer. Got you.
Thanks a lot, ladies. WNBA Playoffs 22, presented by Google, returns to Michelob Ultra Arena on Wednesday for a 7 p.m. Pacific Time tip. Game 2 of the semifinal series between the Seattle Storm and the Las Vegas Aces.